Hello, this is Tim Hensley with the Urban Homestead. I'm here in the city of Bristol, and it is September 11th, 2014. I was out today getting my truck worked on and finishing up an inspection. And here at the inspection station, I noticed an apple tree, a couple of apple trees actually, and these trees are absolutely loaded. I'm going to pan away now so we can look at the trees. Here is, well, we have a storm coming, so we're going to be as quick as we can. But here is a neglected tree here here at the edge of this property of this inspection station, and you can see here that this tree is absolutely loaded with apples. And I've been working with apples long enough to develop a sort of a theory about how certain apples would become popular. You can see this thing has just been dumping fruit here under this tree. It has been loaded, and it is still loaded with some really big apples, large apples. Right here's one. Good size, and clean as it can be. The tree itself has very little disease. Back up here. There we go. A good sized apple. Tim Hensley again. My battery ran out on that the video there looking at the tree, and come back home, put in a battery, and wanted to finish up this talk. I'm out on the front porch here, and it's raining, and so there'll be a little bit of noise, but I'll give you a shot of this apple again now. I got a hatful of them before I left, and all these things shine up. They shine up beautifully, and rather large apples. That tree, I don't know if you could find a more productive tree than those two trees that were there on that lot. One of those trees was about half dead, and it was still loaded. The part of it that was alive was loaded with really pretty apples. The boughs bending over. Surprisingly, none of the boughs had broken on that tree. And this apple has the look of a red delicious, and sure enough, I asked the guy who was doing the inspection, what kind, do you know what kind of apple that is? And he said, it's apple. And then I asked again, you mind if I take a look? He said, some people call that a Starkey. And so there is a Stark's red delicious. And this apple looks exactly like pictures of the Stark's Red Delicious that I've seen actually in some old plate books. And so we'll take a bite here. I've already sampled one. It's a good apple. It's classic Red Delicious. It's mildly sweet. A baby just weaned could eat this apple, and it wouldn't pucker or make a face. And so it's not really an apple that you get all worked up over about how flavorful it is. But the benefit of Hensley with the Urban Homestead, my battery went down again, so I've had to pick this up, recharge and pick it up here on Friday morning. It's September the 12th, and I was talking about this Stark Delicious. The point I wanted to get to is that the Stark Delicious apple, I'll pan away again. Stark Delicious apple is a large apple. You can see here, fill your hand. But all of the apples on this tree seem to me to be just as clean as they could be. So I don't imagine that the fellow who was growing these had this tree, had sprayed anything. And as you could see, the tree had dumped lots of apples and was still loaded. So it seems to me that you always have folks talk about their favorite apple, and I believe that part of what makes for that favorite apple is one that will do like this Stark Delicious. it bears lots of fruit, no little care, no apparent care, and the fruit is clean. An extra benefit with this apple is that it will keep very well. It'll keep through keep on into the winter, and if you put it in a root cellar, it would keep very well. So there you go. With a popular apple, it's the one I think often that gives you lots of fruit with a little bit of work. It's Tim Hensley. Our website is www.oldvaapples.com.